You've just created your new Minecraft world. You've survived the first night, built your first house, made your first friend, and you're well on your way to beating the game. But you need some diamonds. The mines call to you. And you decide never to return. But what do you do now? You want to build something cute and aesthetic to combat the existential dread of ambient cave noises. But what do you build? Well, that's what I'm here for. Here are 21 Minecraft cottagecore building ideas for your world. Number 1. Mushrooms. Mushrooms can literally go anywhere in your cottagecore world. They're very versatile and are perfect for filling empty space. Number 2. Wishing wells. They may have zero functionality in Minecraft because of infinite water sources, but these sure do look cute. It's a perfect addition to whatever cottage or garden area is in your aesthetic little world. They really only require basic blocks, so they're great for starter bases. You can also build them in different sizes. This one's a little bit larger with a more overgrown feel with the leaves. However, you can also build a smaller wishing well. This one's perfect for starter bases or smaller cottages. I like to include a cauldron hanging from all my wishing wells for a touch of added realism. And now for number 3, a pond. If you don't know what to do with those creeper holes, make them into a pond. You can't perfectly refill the dirt since Minecraft doesn't care about the law of conservation of mass, but these little ponds sure will look cute in your world. For some extra flair, add some corals on submerged trapdoors to create water lilies. You can also make a custom tree with an added swing overlooking the pond, perfect for contemplating life's mysteries. But if you want something less existential, you can just add some hanging lanterns to add some light. And now for number 4, a picnic spot. I recommend using wool blocks instead of rugs so that you can place blocks on your blanket. For example, I used 2 compost bins and trapdoors to create a picnic basket. Now for number 5, a heart-shaped portal. This fun portal will be sure to impress your friends. Start by making an outline of obsidian for your portal, then frame the outline with the block of your choice. I chose cobblestone to make it look more natural. You can then add blocks around it to make it more immersive. Then add some flowers and light the portal. Other than the obsidian, all these blocks are super easy to find, which should make this a pretty simple build. On to number 6, a doghouse. Now this isn't just any doghouse, it's a mushroom-shaped doghouse. And all you need is smooth quartz stairs, mushroom blocks, and a dog. Now for number 7, a flower stand. Flower stands are super cute, and if you're in multiplayer, you can start your own business. And who knows, maybe one day you'll have a flower monopoly, all thanks to your trusty little flower stand. Number 8, bee garden. I would argue that the most cottagecore Minecraft mob would be a bee. And so you've got to have some sort of bee-centered build in your world. In this case, you can use scaffolding and beehive to create little apiaries. I also made flower beds from grass blocks and trapdoors. If you want to actually harvest the beeswax or honey, make sure to put a campfire underneath the beehive. Add a custom tree for shade and add as many flowers as you can. And now for number 9, a fountain. I kind of hate making fountains with shaders because it always seems like the water is transparent, so it just looks like an empty fountain. But either way, an overgrown ruined fountain can be really simple and really stunning in your cottagecore world. And it can be however simple or elaborate you'd like. Now for number 10, a gazebo. This was by far my favorite build for this video, because once you finish the spruce wood outline, you can fill in the roof with leaves. I also use glowberries as a light source. One hack for preventing glowberries from growing too long would be to place string underneath them once they've reached the length you want them to be. You could go in and trim them every day, but I like to keep things simple. And make sure to use some bone meal so that those glowberries really glow. And now for number 11, a vegetable garden. I really love a good vegetable garden, in real life and in Minecraft. I modeled this one after those raised garden beds people have in their yards. It's really simple. Just put some dirt blocks and surround them by spruce trapdoors. At the center, make sure you have some water so those plants can stay hydrated. You can also add a nice and long fence around it to elevate the look. I used birch because I was thinking it looked more like a picket fence, but I also added more structure to it because the fence by itself looks a little boring. You can also add a haystack for storage. Number 12, a bridge. This one is pretty self-explanatory. I would recommend making either an arched bridge of wood or cobblestone, if you have a river that needs crossing. Cobblestone looks great, kind of like the Hobbit countryside vibe, but I did wood because trapdoors blend in so much better with the wood. Number 13, public gardens. This one I made up on the fly, and you can definitely tell. If you're making this in your world, I would recommend making it much larger to accommodate the flower beds and the benches. But basically, all you need is a fence, some flower beds, a fountain, some benches, and lampposts, and then you're done. For the benches, I did stairs with trapdoors on the side. I went around and put some buttons on the floor and then used a shovel to create a textured path. It's the little details like paths and floors that bring builds to life. Now for number 14, fishing docks. This build is really underwhelming. It looked better in my head, but it is a simple and easy addition if you need something both functional and aesthetic. I would recommend making it much larger and having a dedicated area to store your fishing supplies. You can even include a fence to tie your boats when you're done for the day. Now for number 15. This mossy portal will definitely be more enjoyable than the place it leads to. Using the same trick as the heart portal, I added a moss frame around the obsidian to give it an overgrown look. For extra details, add glowberries, fences, leaves, and flowers. Number 16 is a mushroom portal. This one is something that I've built for Pinterest before, but it's simple and small, so it's perfect if you don't have a lot of space or are just lazy. Number 17, greenhouse. Is it a cottagecore Minecraft world if you don't have a greenhouse? I like making my greenhouses out of spruce wood and white stained glass. Also, slightly unrelated, but did anyone else when they were kids think that greenhouse gases were like pollution from greenhouses? Because I did, and it took me till 9th grade to figure out what greenhouse gases actually were. But anyway, all you have to do is make an outline of spruce planks and stairs, repeat it a bunch of times, fill with glass, and then fill with plants, and you're done. You can leave the floor as grass or use an earth tone block like terracotta. It's a pretty simple build. You can also add a pour blossom at the top to create a cool particle effect. Number 18, bakery. Every time I ask the people on Pinterest, what should I build next, they almost always go, oh my gosh, Spookily, you should make a bakery. Or sometimes it's a cafe. But if I built cafes and bakeries all day, I'd be pretty bored. So here you have it, a cottagecore bakery. It's not that much different from any of my other cottages. Basically, you add a little overhang of alternate colors of wool and banners, and it creates a lovely cafe look. I also like to add leaves to the roof to give it a whimsical feel. Number 19, campfire. This one's a classic to not just cottagecore, but Minecraft in general. Pretty much anyone can build it too. And it's perfect if you have friends in a multiplayer world. You can hang around the campfire and share your stories of the day. And now for number 20, a frog pond. This reminds me of a fountain my grandmother once had. All you need is some quartz, buttons, and lime and green terracotta. And now for the final build, number 21, a windmill. Does anyone remember in like 2012 when Minecraft was going through this medieval phase and like everything that was built was something you'd see in like Lord of the Rings or a Renaissance festival? Because I do, and I totally got this idea from about a decade ago. But hear me out, cottagecore Minecraft needs more windmills. Cottages are cool and cottagecore, but it's literally in the name. But windmills are aesthetic too. Just imagine a field of tulips with a picnic spot and a little windmill house. It's beautiful, it's aesthetic, it's Minecraft cottagecore, and it's so easy to make. These blocks are all super easy to obtain, and the structure really isn't that difficult. It may be small, but it's a little bit more impressive than the other smaller builds. And there you have it, over 20 cottagecore build ideas to add to your Minecraft world. I know most of these ideas were inspirations and not full tutorials, so if you'd like to see a full tutorial, let me know in the comments below. If you want even more inspiration, make sure to like this video and maybe check out some of my others. Also, if you made it this far in the video, you should totally consider subscribing. Thanks for watching and happy building!